Hello everyone, you are welcome to today's class. So in this class, we want to look at questions on logarithm, and this is just the introduction to logarithm. We look at the relationship whereby I discussed on relationship between logarithm and indices. So questions on that will be there. So we also look at how to use logarithm table to solve questions, right? Multiplication and division in this video as well. So let's get started. So the first question we have here uh, ask us to write 10 raised per 10, 10 raised per 3 equals to 1000 in logarithm form. Now, as we all know, this is indices. So this 1000 is the number, right? Is the number. While the 3 here is called the index, or it's also called the power or exponent, while 10 is the what is the base. So this is what we're going to do now. For us to change this one to logarithm, so we have the log of the number, and what is the number? 1000. Then the base we have in the index is still the same, the base in what? In logarithm, that's base 10, equals to the power will now be the what? The answer to the log of 1000 into base 10, which is going to be what? 3. I hope this is very clear. So that is that on question number 1, and that is option B. Option B, as we have it there. Then for number 2, so for number 2, we have to write this in logarithm. So we have 6 raised per, we have 6 raised per minus 2 equals to 1 all over 36, right? So now what we're going to do now, this is still the number, and this is the power, and this is the base. So the same thing. So we want to write this in logarithm form. So what we're going to do is the same thing, log the number, which is 1 all over 36, right? The base, which is 6, and the answer will then be equal to minus 2. So that's the answer. That's how we write it, and that is option A. So log 1 over 36 base 6 equals to minus 2. That's option A. Now this is clear. Now let's go to number 3 now. So question number 3. Question number 3 is this. So write in index form. This is opposite of the two questions we just finished. Excuse me. We have log 1 all over 343 base 7 equals to what? X. Now, so the base will always be the one that carries the power, which is the answer when it gets to log. So that means this is going to be 7. This 7 will go and carry this one. 7 raised per x equals to the number, which is 1 all over 343. I hope this is very clear. So that is option D. That's option D there. So have it. So then for question number 4, so we have write log this in index form. So we have log 0.04 base 5 equals to x in index form. So the same thing, this 5 will go and carry this one. That's going to be 5 raised by x equals the number 0.04. I hope that is clear. So 0.04, that is option C there. That's option C. So we go to question number 5. Go to question number 5 now. So for question number 5, find the value of x in log this. So we want to find the value of x now. We have log 0.125 base 2 equals to what? Equals to x. So what we are going to do here, so the same thing, this we carry this, so that will become 2 raised by x equals to what? 0.125. So what we are going to do, we change the decimal to fraction. That's going to be 125 divided by 1000. Why is it 1000? Because we have 3 digits after the decimal point, then we have 3 zeros. So we then reduce these 2 raised by x. We reduce both of them to their simplest form. So 5 can go here, 2, remainder 2, that is 5. 5 can go here, that is 200. So 5 can still go 5. 5 can go here, that is 40. 5 can go here 1. 5 can go here what? 8. So that is 1 all over 8. So we can then convert this 1 over 8 to English. That's 2 raised by x equals to 8 raised by minus 1. So we reduce this one to the base of what? 2. So that's going to be 2 raised by x equals to 2 raised by 3 raised by minus 1. Because we have minus 1 there already before. So that's going to be 2 raised by x equals to 2 raised by what? Minus 3. So these 2, we cancel these 2. So therefore, x equals to what? Minus 3. I hope that is very clear. So that is option B there. So we'll go to question number 6 now. For question number 6 as well, we asked from the question number 6. So find the value of x in this as well. So we have log 8 into base 4 equals to x. So the same thing, this will go and carry this. That's going to be 4 raised by x equals to what? 8. So what we are going to do, we reduce both of them to base of 2. This will be 2 raised by 2x equals to what? 2 raised by what? 3. I hope I'm making sense. Alright. So this will then give us 2. We cancel these 2. Then we have 2x equals to what? 3. Then we divide both sides by 2. So 2 cancel 2. Then x equals to 3 over 2. From what you have here, so we can change it to improper mixed number. That's 1 over 2. But the options that we have here, we don't have this type of option there. So we go for this. So that is A, 3 over 2. I hope that is clear. So we move to the next question, question number 7. So question number 7 asks us to use logarithm table to solve this. So we want to use logarithm table, logarithm to solve this. So you are not expected to use, so this is in the case of theory, but actually in the case of objective, you can as well use your calculator, just multiply the two numbers together, you get your answer. But here, I'm not going to do that here because I just want you to know how to use, which comes out in a theory. How are we going to do it? So that's what we want to explain. So for number 7, what we're going to do is this. We're going to have a table. We have number. We have what? Log. So the numbers, we have 38.09. As I've explained in the video explanation of this topic. So the first thing, we are going to have 2 parts under the log part. So the first part is the characteristics part, which will be determined from this whole number. So the digits we have in the whole number, they are just 2. So just subtract 1 from the 2, that gives us what? 1 point. And I have explained that this is just from standard form. If you take this one to standard form, you are going to have 3.809 times 10 raised by what? 1, because you only move the decimal point once. So the next stage is now to find the log. You have log, you check log 38 under 0, difference of what? 9. So 38 under 0 gives us 6798. 6798. Difference 9 gives us what? 10. So we add it to the last two digits. That will be 80868. So this will become 6808. And if you make use of your calculator as well, so that I want to confirm that with my calculator here. So you see, must be able to get the same thing. Just press log just press log 38.09. So you are going to get, so I think it's, I did not check that very well. You can see what we have, 38 under 0 is 57, not 67. 57, okay, it's 57. So this is 5, so 5808, which is correct. So the next number we have there is 1.008, right? So this one is, we have just one digit as the whole number, so that's going to be 0. 1 minus 1 is 0 points. So we do the same thing. We check 10 under 0. You check 10 under 0. 10 under 0, that gives us 0. That gives us 0. 10 under 0 is 0. Then difference of 8 is 37. Difference of 8 is 37. That is going to give us what? 0. What we have there is 0, 0, 0, 0. Then we add it to this one, 38, equals to, under difference 8 is what? 33. 33. We add it together. That's going to give 0, 0, 3, 3. I hope that is clear. So if you can confirm that on your calculator as well, does the same thing, the same way, log 1.008 and see what you're going to have. So you have 0.0034. 0.0034. Why this one is 33, which is still the same thing. So now, because what we have between the two numbers, they are just what? Multiplication. You're going to add. You add this log together. So 8 plus 3 will give us 11. Carry 1. This will give us 4. This is 8. And this is 5. And this is what? 1. So that is not all. It remains the anti-logarithm. So using your calculator, as well, use your calculator to find the anti-logarithm. Right? So we just ignore the decimal, the whole part. So what we're going to do, check 58 under 4. 58 anti-logarithm. 58 under 4. 58 under 4. And that gives us 38, 37. So that's going to be 38, 38, 37. Difference of 1. So difference of 1 under antilog of 58 is 1. So we add 1 to this one. That gives us 38, 38, 38. So 38, 38. So what we're going to do now is, because of the characteristics that we have here is 1, we add 1 to it to give us 2. So we now count 1, 2 and put our decimal points between 8 and 3. So that's going to be our answer. Will then be what? 38. So we clean all these ones. So it's going to be what? Our answer will be what? 38.38. So let's confirm it now. 38.38. As you can see now, we have 38.39. So that is approximation. So we just multiply 38.09 times 1.008. So you can see 38 now, which is very, very correct. So that means our answer is option A there. So that's what it means. So that's the only one that is closer to it. All right. So for number 8, so we have use logarithm to evaluate it. The same thing, not the same process as we have done up. So and we have number, we have log, right? So the first number is 2.87. This will give us 0, while the second one is 0.034, and this will give us minus 2. Because if you change this to standard form, 0.034 to standard form, that will be 1, 2. That will be 3.4 times 10 raised to the power minus 2. So minus 2 here is the characteristics that we have here. And if you don't want to make use of standard form to get your characteristics, so what you just need to do to count how many zeros you have at the beginning of the question. We have 2 zeros, so that's going to be minus 2. So we can then go ahead to find the log of 28 under 7. The log of 28 under 7, 28 under 7 is 4579. 4579. While the log, you can see this one is just 34 under 0. That's what we're going to check. 34, because we don't have 0, 3 on the log table there. So it's going to be 34 under 0. 34 under 0 gives us, I'm coming, 34 under 0 gives us 5315. 5315. So because what we have between the two of them is plus or is times, we add them together. So 9 plus 5 is 4. We carry 1 is 14. So this gives us what? 9. This gives us 8. This gives us 9. So this is 0 plus minus 2, and that's going to give us what? Bar 2 again. It's going to give us bar 2 again. So the next is to now check antilog 98 under 9 difference 4. Antilog 98 under 9, which is 8, which is 9750. 9750 difference 4. Difference 4 is 9. So that will be 9759. So to now get where we are going to put the decimal point, so you can see now what we have here is minus 2. What we have here is minus 2. So minus 2 plus 1 gives us what? Minus what? 1. So minus 2, that's minus 2 plus 1, which will give us minus 1. So which means we are going to add 1 0 before the decimal point and put 0. So this means the answer will then become 0.09759. If you look at what we have here, we have 0.0976. So this is approximated to be what? 0.0976. That is option D. I hope this is very clear. So move to the next one. Question number 9. So move to question number 9 now. So question number 9 is also the same thing. So what we are going to do, now, we do the same thing, the same process, number and the log. So we have 45.08. So this will give us 1 point. Why this one? The next one will be 5.462. This will give us 0 point. Right. So here we do the same thing. We find the log of both numbers. So log 45 under 0 difference 8, and that gives us 65. This will give us 65. I use calculator here. 65339. So if approximator is going to be 6540, because what we have after 9 is 8, so we approximate that will be 6540. So the next one, which is log, that's going to be log 5.4 6 2, which gives us 7374. So let's now do this subtraction now. So this is going to give us 6, right? And this is 3, 13, and this is going to be 6 as well. This one remains 4. 4 minus 3, that is 1. Then 16, this is going to be what? 9 and 0. So we now check anti-log 91 under 6 different 6. All right, so by the time we check anti-log 91, so 91 under 6 gives us 8241, right? Then difference 6 gives us 11. When we add it together, we have 2, we have 5, we have 2, and then 8, right? So that's means we're going to have 8 2 5 2 here, 8 2 5 2. So don't forget what we have here is 0. 0 plus 1 is what? 1. So we just count 1 and put our decimal point here. So that means our answer will be what? 8.252. And the one that is closer to that is option D. I hope this is very clear. Question number 10 now.
So for question number 10 now, so we do the same thing. We write number and the log. So the first number here is 0.297, and that's the second one is 0.0805. So the next thing now is to find the characteristics of 0.297. As you know that this one is 0, that will be what? Bar 1. We have 1 0 there. But the second one is going to be what? Bar 2 points. So we will now check the log table for 29 under 7. So that's the next thing we're going to do now. So, and that gives 4728, and the second one is what? 9058. So since what we have between the two numbers is division, we are going to what? Subtract, right? So trying to explain here that, so excuse me, this one is doing summer, so let's look at it here, right? Okay, sorry for that. Okay, so I think we can continue now. All right, so the next is we are going to subtract because we have division between them. So that one, there is 8 here. All right. All right. So subtracting this, we have, that will be 8 minus 8. That gives 0. Then we borrow from 7. That gives 12. That gives 7. This remains 6. Then borrow 1 from minus 1. So that gives us 7, 14. And 14 minus 9 gives 5. So this is minus 1. So the other part now is we subtracted 1 from minus 1. That gives us minus 2, right? And minus, that is the initial minus 2, right? So I got this first minus 2. You know, I borrowed 1 from minus 1 there. That will be minus 1 minus 1. That gives this minus 2 here. So this will then be minus 2 plus 2 plus 2 rather. That gives us 0 plus 2. That gives us 0. So that this one then was 0 points. Is that clear? So we're now going to check the antilog of 56 under 7 and difference 0. There's nothing like difference 0, so that means 0 there is not significant there. So we just check 56 under 7 now. Let's check that. So that gives us 3690. Right. Now it now remains so where to put our decimal point. So as you can see that we have 0 at the characteristics part. We add 1 to it to get, so that gives what? 1. We then count 1 from the left, that we have 3.690. So that is the answer there. That's option C. I hope this